Hi folks, Bob Dale for Total Sales Solutions in Jackson, Mississippi. Those of you who watch our sales know that we love diesel trucks, folks, and we sell lots of them. We sold hundreds and hundreds of these trucks in the past 3 or 4 years. Sell them for lots of reasons, principally because we like them, our customers like them a lot, and they are such value. Occasionally, folks, we get one that's not only a great value, it's just a super nice truck. Now, you can go buy this truck we're going to show you here in a minute for about $80,000. I think that's about what it costs. Or you can buy this truck that'll do everything that $80,000 truck will do. Looks as good as it does. It may not smell quite as good for about 10 days, but basically they're the same. Your $80,000 truck in 5 years will be worth about what this one is. But this is a great truck, folks. It's beautiful. Everything works, every amenity. And I'm really tickled about it. Look, we're going to show it to you. It's a 2008 Chevrolet it's a 2008 GMC 2500 HD. It's the SLT package. Got every available option, including the moonroof. Just perfect. I mean, come on, let's show you this truck. Can't tell you too much about it. Look at the lights. The glass is perfect. The windshield's perfect. Is that a new windshield or is it already in there? I mean, no, not beat up, pecked up, but look at this truck. Now, someone bought this bumper, don't know what it cost, don't know what you paid for it, but I can assure you this is one expensive bumper they've got on here, and it is heavy duty. It's even got the receiver hitch here in front so you can back whatever, a boat or whatever you want to in the water. This truck has never been a work truck. It's never been on a job site. It's an 08 2500 HD Allison. Got about 190-something thousand miles on it, barely broke in. Sitting on a good set of tires. The spares under it never been down. No paint work that we can see. Doesn't need any, not beat up. Already got the turnover ball in the back. Whether or not you need a turnover ball or not, who knows? You might someday, and that'll save you about $1,500 having that done. Everybody thinks you're going to put a turnover ball in. Go see what they'll charge you. Got a moonroof, got it all. Come on, look here. 2500 HD, not pecked up, paint up. Look at this leather. Let me pull it. Well, we might as well go ahead and let me show you how it cranks. Listen at that. It is quiet as a mouse, folks. These new diesels are just astonishing. These Duramaxes.
Got the trailer brake control.
The carpet, brand new. Seats are perfect. Headliner. Let me pull that out. Headliner is absolutely perfect. A non-smoker's truck. No pet odors, none of that. Every amenity, every option, heated seats. It's got it all. 4-wheel drive. Nerf bar is perfect. But you can see here, look inside. You can see it's never been on a work site, never been used like that. Never been a farm truck. The headliner, those shadows show up in it. We can't do anything about that, but it's perfect. Now, folks, you can see here, we got to put the gas cap on that. No paint work. It's a Z71. Bed liners in it here. You can see that's factory. Turnover ball. Tailgate closes just like it does. Look at that. Never been backed into anything. Here's your spare underneath it. And you can pull whatever you've got the nerve to hook to it. It will pull. You can see down the side here.
This is the only dinged up spot on it right there.
I didn't see it. And that's not
well, that ain't really just nitpicking.
But look under look at it, folks. It's a Mississippi truck its whole life. You can see the spare there. It's never been down. No rust issues, of course. The back end is just immaculate. I'm going to throw this out of the way so you can see the carpets. See the carpets? Doesn't look like anyone's ever been in the back seat. How they sell these trucks new? I'm glad they do, folks, because we sell them as fast as we can get our hands on them. But how they sell them for what they do and then what we can sell them, look at that. Now, I know some of you are going to call me and tell you, well, my cousin bought one, and my cousin's sister-in-law, and they didn't buy a nicer truck than this, folks. They didn't. And I promise you, they didn't buy any cheaper than we're going to sell this one. You can see everything's this is just a wonderful truck. They don't get nicer than this. I don't care. They don't get nicer. It may have been nicer the day that it was bought new for 75 or 80 grand, but there's not a 2008 any nicer than this, and I don't care if it's your local dealer, folks, or eBay or wherever. They don't come any nicer. My name's Bob Dale. My phone number is 601-218-1223. You can call me anytime, evenings, mornings, or whatever. If you want to talk about this truck, if you got a question about it, you want to know what it takes to buy it, call, tell me, we'll agree at a figure. You'll bid, and we'll kill the sale, sell it to you through eBay. Everything we do goes through eBay. We are strictly eBay sellers. That's why we can sell for the prices we do. We don't have salespeople and all that. Our customers come from all over the country, far away, folks. We don't sell in Mississippi. Consequently, we sell a good truck. We have to, because we know that everybody's coming with a long drive on the way home. This truck will go anywhere you want to go. You want to go to Alaska, you can climb in it and head right out, folks. It's ready to go. It's that nice a truck. Dan's going to take you on a test drive. There's absolutely zero issues with it. So if you've been looking at one of these trucks and wanting one, and the price just overwhelms you, and you've been to your local dealer and you're overwhelmed by the price, call us about this truck. You'll be really pleasantly surprised at what a bargain it's going to be. It's a 2008 GMC. Every option, SLT, four-wheel drive, four-door, got it all. Leather, moonroof, everything you could want. Sitting on a good set of tires, the spares underneath it. Never been on the ground, turnover bar on the back, factory bed liner and all that. It's just a grand truck. If you've been wanting one of these, then you need to call me about it or look at this, because you will not be able to duplicate it. Thanks so much for watching our sale. Appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi.
Hi folks, Dan Dale here. You've been listening to my dad talk about this truck, and now I'm going to take you on a test drive. But before I do, just want to show you a couple things under this hood. First of all, this is just how this truck was traded into us. We do not clean up under the hoods of trucks. This is just how it came in, so you can tell it hadn't been off-roaded and been plowing through mud holes and everything else, because once they do, they get a certain stain on the engine that it doesn't come out ever. It just is there forever. But not the case with this truck. Got two good Duralast gold batteries. You can see the overflow tanks not discolored or funky or anything. The under hood, the insulation, all that's clean. But the main thing I want to show you is, you can see here, there's absolutely no blow-by. Now, a little bit of smoke's not that big of a deal as long as it's not puffing, but this one doesn't even have that. And more importantly, you can see when I set the oil filler cap down on the tube, it doesn't blow off. If your tube blows off, it means you've got piston rings that are worn out and letting the engine compression get past them and into the crankcase, and it means you got a wore out engine. But not the case with this truck. You can see it's got pretty much everything you can put on one. Heated washer fluid, dual zone auto climate. You can see the buttons are perfect. 6-disc CD changer with satellite radio. It's got the odometer with and it's got the built-in, like the distance to empty and all that good stuff. Of course, you can see the light goes right in the four-wheel drive and back out. It's got the built-in trailer brake controller down here. Has fog lights. I don't know if you can see them, but they have the built-in LED turn signals. Okay, had the redo my battery, but you can see here we've got 2 keys, got a remote, got your steering wheel controls for the volume, the stereo, the cruise. It's got a compass and thermometer built into the rearview mirror, as well as your OnStar, or as we say down here, OnStart buttons. The windshield is almost perfect. There's a tiny little rot peck right on the very bottom corner, and one right by that windshield wiper. I mean, you can't even hardly see them unless I nitpick them for you, but they're there, so we try and cover every last possibility now, so we don't have to listen to this thing beeping at me. I'm going to pause for just a split second and buckle up my seatbelt. And once I take back off again, you'll have to excuse my shaky camera work, because I'm filming with one hand and driving with the other on some of the worst roads in the city of Jackson. So, and saying the worst roads in Jackson, that's saying something, because anyway. But one thing you can take away from it is this truck does not have any squeaks or rattles. It's tight. There's nothing flopping around. The front end's tight. This truck doesn't pull to the left or right, doesn't vibrate or pull when you hit the brakes. Even the steering wheel, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but the leather's not ripped or torn. It's in good shape. The engine itself is super quiet. I mean, these Duramaxes, you can't even hardly tell they're diesels. They're so quiet. Now, one thing you can barely hear, well, you probably can't in the video, but has a pretty aggressive set of tires. So on the interstate, there's a little bit of tire noise at highway speeds, but nothing to speak of, and that's what the radio's for. But again, just trying to nitpick. Now you can see, I don't know if you can see, but the dash doesn't have any cracks in it. It's not peeling or doing anything odd like that. The satellite radio itself is even still working, which is kind of unusual. I guess somebody forgot to cancel the subscription. But you can see I'm driving down the road, still no warning lights on, which, you know, you can usually kill a warning light for a little while, but once you start driving, if it's got a problem, it'll just come right back. But this one doesn't have any problems, so you can see no warning light. But cruise works, tilt works, power mirrors work, all that stuff in it works. We haven't found a single thing in it that doesn't work. So, you know, when I tell you you can fly in and drive this thing home, you really can. It runs perfect. It's ready to make a trip. I would not hesitate to load my family up in this truck and drive it anywhere. It's just that kind of a truck. And we'll be glad to pick you up at the airport if that's what you decide to do, because we know most of our trucks, they go up north because our trucks don't have any rust, and y'all's are usually rusted slap out. So, you know, the odds are you may never get back down this way again. So why not make a little vacation out of it? Come down and buy a truck, drive it home. You'll enjoy it, make a fun trip, see a part of the country you might not ever see again. But we also understand that a lot of you don't have time to get away from work and that sort of thing. So, you know, we are able to help you if you need help shipping it. If you want to, if you're intimidated by the shipping process, don't be. We'll be glad to help work with you and work with your shipper. And don't be scared off by the first quote you get. If you just go online and plug in your zip code and you get some crazy quote, because odds are you'll be able to find a better price if you're not in a hurry. That's the key. I mean, if you don't mind waiting anywhere from a couple days to maybe even a couple weeks, you can get a lot better deal on shipping, because you'll find somebody with an empty spot on their trailer that's headed your way that'll make you a deal to fill up that empty spot. And also, if you're in Atlanta, Orlando, or Dallas, call me, because we can probably get you a really good deal on shipping to those 3 cities. So just something to keep in mind. But again, I encourage everybody to fly in, rent a car and drive in, take Amtrak. I wouldn't take the bus. I wouldn't take the bus if you paid me, but take Amtrak, fly in, rent a car, and, you know, make a trip out of it if you can. But anyway, that being said, what I'm getting at is you can get a lot better deal if you look. I mean, I bought a truck a few weeks ago online, and turn this air down a little bit. The first few online quotes I got were $1,100 and $1,200. I ended up paying $8, and if I waited a little longer, I probably could have got it for even less. So just something to keep in mind. You can get a real good deal if you're patient. Once again, I'll show you, of course, still no warning lights lit. I'm cycling through all these ranges. There we go. I like to leave it on distance to empty. But anyway, this truck, you can see even the console got extra power outlets. The lid's not beat up or wore out. It's got a moon roof. It's got the map lights. It's got the built-in buttons. Those are for a garage door. If you want to program your garage door opener to work with the truck, you can. It's got the 6-speed Allison, so you can put it in manual mode, so it'll shift only when you tell it to shift, or you can have it you know, lock out like 6th gear or 5th gear if you're towing something heavy and don't want it going into overdrive, or you can just put it in tow haul mode and let her go. But if you have any questions about this truck, feel free to give me a call. My number is 601-376-9869. You can call Dad, 601-218-1223. We'll be glad to answer any questions you may have. We're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, if you're interested in flying in and picking it up. Although, if you want to text or call us about the truck, you can call us, you know, before midnight preferably, but you know, you can call us just about whenever is fine. This does have the G80 limited slip, 373 gears, limited slip diffs, which if you're buying a 4-wheel drive and you're not getting limited slip, then you're not buying 4-wheel drive. You're getting 2-wheel drive, because only one wheel in the front and one in the back is going to be turning. So just something to keep in mind. If you have any other questions about what options or equipment this truck has or anything else, like I said, just give us a call. We'll be glad to answer your questions. We appreciate you watching this video, and we look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thanks.